Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today we are watching part 2 of the Impossible Shell speed build. Now if you didn't watch part 1, you may view it on my channel. I'll link it down below. But basically this is a shell I created myself as a challenge to my followers on Twitch. I had actually created it originally to get back at another fellow Twitch streamer because he had created a shell himself. I had taken it on and found it incredibly frustrating to do both stairs and space management and also the roof. It took like 3 hours. So I created this shell for him, and a couple other people have taken it on as well. If you're viewing this on the day that it is published, we are actually going through those shells the day today on Twitch, and then the video will come out on YouTube in a few days, maybe next weekend. Anyway, this is essentially it. We've got 8 floors, 4 above ground, and then the basement, and then 3 sub-basement levels. And right now I'm just doing kind of a communal shower because we do have the top 3 floors are pools. So we need to have, like, showers and bathrooms galore. Just to, it makes sense. Changing rooms, locker rooms, whatever the case may be. So, the last video, we kind of decorated the pools, the above ground pools, and now we're doing a little more detail work. We also did create a kind of botanical garden in some dead space on the, I think, 3rd floor that you can access from the 2nd floor. I thought that was kind of neat because you can also see it from the pools if you're swimming around. You can see it from the 4th floor pool as well as the 3rd floor pool as you swim, or as your sim swims. So I thought that was kind of neat. And then here we're just trying to, because I wanted to avoid roofing as much as possible, which is why I did all the pools to begin with. We're going to turn the 2nd floor into kind of a rave or club vibe. We'll have a DJ booth, we'll have dancing floors, we'll have a karaoke booth as well. And I think we end up putting a hot tub in, so that's pretty fun. I'm not going to talk the whole time just because it is about a 40-minute long video and I don't have that much to talk about, but I will let you guys know that for the month of March I'm going to go ahead and create a shell, and we'll have a prize for my favorite shell. Or I don't know, maybe we'll hold a poll on Twitter and whoever's get the most votes, I don't know, I'll figure it out. It's just an idea. But if you visit the merch store, you can find cool stuff like this mug, or even this mug. It's kind of dirty, so excuse that. But I'm thinking of having something from my merch shop as the prize. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll get it figured out. And so if you want to go visit, check out what I have. We've got mugs, we've got stickers, we've got cell phone cases, covers, pillows, shirts. I don't think we did any socks or anything yet. Still have to figure out the design for that. But anyway, I am going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll chime in if I see anything significant. Okay, so this is where I decided I wanted to do more than just a pool. I wanted to make this lot multifunctional, and so we started doing a restaurant, kind of creating a restaurant vibe here. And I was like, it'd be really cool if we tried to make it so that whichever lot you choose out of this, however many lots, you had all the requirements you needed. So public pool, restaurant, karaoke bar, regular bar, nightclub, whatever the case may be, gym, spa. I think there's even more. I have them written down somewhere. I just don't know where, but it is definitely listed on the lot as well. I'm not sure if I have uploaded it or not, but the link to, or the way you can find my gallery will be below my username. It's The Busy Summer. I don't think there are any underscores or spaces, so feel free to find me there and take a look at the lot. There's definitely a lot to it. It's a big space, lots of floors, lots of items. Yeah, I was trying to stack the microwaves and it wasn't letting me, even with the move objects cheat on. So there's that. And I'm pretty proud of this restaurant. I really enjoyed creating it. I had some help in my Twitch chat as well. It was a lot of fun, and so I was basically going off of one of my favorite restaurants in Charleston, South Carolina, that I used to visit a lot. It was called Yukoso. It was a Japanese hibachi steak place, and it was just amazing. I loved going there. It was expensive, but I was going off of that vibe a little bit, trying to get the feel for that, even though I haven't been there in, gosh, years, maybe even almost a decade. So I don't know if it's even still there, but it was pretty popular, and it was in a military town, so I'm sure it's still got to be there. I'll have to Google that. But yeah, so we're going for the Japanese steakhouse vibe. We've got a bar and a waiting area that we create, and we've got the staff area and the cooks area, and then we've got also the host stands there, and the menu's outside, so you can decide what you want before you go in, even though I know that's not how Sims work, but going for the flow and the vibe of things, really. And you gotta have a bar. I mean, that's how it was at Yuko, so you walk in and there's a bar and a fish tank. So good times. But yeah, I'll let you enjoy the creation of a Japanese steakhouse. Alright, so the idea with this room was that it was more of a private party area or a private company dinner area, just a room that they could rent out for a larger gathering. And I was trying to, this is when the development of the Hibachi Girl really came into focus, because this room was kind of an experiment and I really liked the way this turned out, but I found a better way to do it once we did the general dining area. But I did like the look of these tables and the, you know, the chef's station and all that. I really enjoyed the look of that and how all the colors came together. It just, I really, I thought it was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. So here we are putting it together and just trying to really have it, you know, tie together. And I was gonna make the general dining area look the same, but then I saw those ovens and I was like, oh, those are perfect if we just put some tables or counters around them with the breakfast bar lip. That would be just perfect. So we ended up doing the counters instead around the entire thing. And I thought it turned out really awesome. I was very excited because I have not seen anyone do a hibachi grill before. I've never seen that in The Sims. I'm sure they're out there, but I was pretty excited anyway. So here it is coming together, and enjoy. Okay, so here I think I missed recording putting the bathrooms together and the roof section of the second floor where the club is. Unfortunately, I'm pretty proud of those bathrooms, so I'll have to include some really good screenshots at the end of the next part, the final episode of the speed build. I'm really sad I missed that, but basically we made a men's and women's restroom and we decorated them and tried to make them look kind of nice, you know, what you'd see at a restaurant. And then we, on the roof of the first floor, so on the second floor where there's not a pool, we just made that into a club with a bunch of dance floors and DJ booth, karaoke machine, and a bar. And then I think we put a hot tub up there, or maybe we do that later. But it's just like a big open space, and I think I even put a microphone up there as well. But basically right now the reason why the screen is static and a bunch of things are still popping up is because I had just in the middle of the stream made affiliate, and a bunch of people were subscribing and cheering bits, and it was it was a good time. I have a really good community on Twitch, so I'm really thankful for everyone. Mims and Realms Gamers, Jenny, and just a whole bunch of people subscribed. As soon as I made affiliate, it was amazing, and of course they didn't need to. I enjoy their company all the same, but it was nice to have everybody, you know, come together and show me support like that. So it was very nice. I love the community that I have on Twitch. I appreciate all of them. So we start on the basement, I think, now. So I wanted to make several levels of basement, and I couldn't figure out where to put the stairs in my own build, so I ended up putting them in that private dining area. So kind of like if the people who had rented out that private dining space, only they are allowed to go to the lower floors of the build. Of course, that's not the way it really works. In Sims, there will probably be, if you play with the lot, I haven't played with it yet, but if you play with the lot, you might have Sims walking through the private dining area to go down to the basement levels. And here I think I'm just talking with my community about stuff. People are subscribing still, and just a good time. This was a good day. But yeah, I think I'm just talking to him here. I don't know why I didn't cut that part out. And I changed my overlay as well to be Christmassy because it was winter and Christmas was on its way. So that's why we did that. And then we try to continue placing the stairs because I can't figure out where to put them. It was a crazy time. But we did decorate the dining areas as well with a bunch of Asian-inspired paintings and tapestries and stuff like that. I was really pleasantly surprised to find all that stuff. I've never used that stuff to decorate with before. I mean, maybe a painting here or there, but never anything that I've never gone exclusively with Asian themed decorations before, so it was really out of my comfort zone, and I actually had a lot of fun with that. So here I'm trying to brainstorm what to do with these levels. The first basement level, I think we made into kind of a game room with a separate arcade area. which I thought was pretty appropriate. And then the second sub-basement level ends up being a women's locker room and restroom. Third sub-basement level ends up being men's restroom and locker room, and then the bottommost level ends up being like a split into a gym, like a small gym and a small spa area with massage chairs and yoga mats, incense, candles, that kind of thing. So enjoy the build. Okay, so the basement, that first level at least, is really starting to come together. I really enjoyed creating that arcade room. I thought it had a really cool vibe going with all the like stone lights on the wall and the, you know, the fridge, the dispensing fridge. I don't even know if that's functional. That's not something I usually use, but here we are creating I think this one is the locker and shower room and the bathroom, but we're trying to figure out where the stairs go so I can figure out the rest of the layout of the area. And just how to go about doing it. Because I didn't make it easy, that's definitely for sure. But if anybody would like to try this shell, I mean, the deadline is January 5th, which, as I'm recording that, for me that is tomorrow. As you're seeing this video, it is today, and it's a big shell, but definitely feel free if you want to try furnishing the shell. The rules are don't touch any walls I've already put in, exterior or interior, but otherwise you can create a floor plan, you can paint them any color, you can make a deck on the roof, you can do whatever you want, just don't touch the interior walls. And if you decide to do a speed build or a Twitch stream furnishing it or anything, definitely shout out to me on Twitter. I would love to see any videos or streams that anyone does for this build, even though it's past due and I won't be touring it on my channel. I would still love to watch your creative process, so give me a shout out. The link for my Twitter and my Twitch and my Instagram, those will all be below, so definitely feel free to give me a shout out if you decide to do that. Here, I'm just trying to put a bunch of showers, trying to figure out the layout for those. Because I was having an issue. I wanted to fit as many as I could in such a small space. And we finally did it, but it was a rough time for sure. Alright, so we got the showers done for the women's shower room, and now we're trying to put together the women's restroom. I just wanted to make it really pink and feminine. I kind of actually enjoyed that color scheme and just making it very, I don't know, girly. Just so that, because I know a lot of people have issues trying to get their Sims to use bathrooms, and when they're gender assigned, it's hard to tell when the walls are down, but that's why I wanted to kind of color coordinate and make sure it was very obvious, like, okay, this is very pink. This is obviously the girls, have her go there. This is very blue, obviously the men's, or plain, I guess. I don't remember if we make the men's blue or not, but it's definitely not pink. So, I definitely enjoyed creating the women's restroom. Just all the little knickknacks here and there, like the lotus candles and the lockers and all that, and this weird light. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed the way it flowed in this room. I really like that a lot. And then we found the martini light. I'm like, that has to go up. That has to go somewhere. And then I wanted to put a really big one somewhere as well, but it just didn't work out that way, so it was unfortunate. But then we kind of add a few things here and there as we find them. And then I decided to put that lotus light in the restrooms just to light it up a little bit. I thought it was fun. Oh yeah, and then we make a kind of a divider privacy wall for the hot tub up here. And then I almost forgot that we needed space for Sims to get into the hot tub. So I had to undo all those. But it was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed decorating these restrooms and color coordinating everything. I thought it was just a good time. And as far as that candle cabinet is concerned, I don't know why I put that there. I just thought it was fun. I couldn't really fit them into the other restrooms either because then it would take up too much space, but I thought it looked cool on that end one, so we're just looking at the lockers there to make sure those lights aren't in the way of them opening. Even though they're not functional, I still wanted it to look functional. So here we are making the men's room, just a row of toilets, and I wanted to put the showers in the same room, and then I realized we don't have any room for sinks. So we had to put them in odd areas, just wherever we could fit them. Yeah, I wanted to make all this shower room for showers. I don't even think I put curtains in them, just because it's the men's room, and I probably should have made it a little more fancier, but I didn't. If I could go back and redo it, I would probably add a few things to this restroom. But anyway, that's all for part 2. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Leave a comment about what you liked or didn't like, as long as it's constructive. And watch for the final part of this speed build, which will be out tomorrow. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. All the links will be below. And until next time, guys, happy building.